everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Sim's Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, today we're going to be talking about The Honeys by Ryan Lasala, and it follows Mars, our gender fluid protagonist, gender fluid gay protagonist, as he returns to the Aspen Conservancy Summer Academy. Wow, that is quite a mouthful, let me say. The book has a really strong beginning. Let me start there. His twin sister, Caroline, is saying, I love you. And that's right before she tries to kill him. She smashes his head in, smashes his arm, and then catapults both of them over a banister to their deaths where they hit a chandelier as well. Like, talk about opening chapters. It was wild. And I really did like that. I overall did enjoy the story, but there were a lot of hiccups at the end, and I'll discuss those clearly. I like that Mars is unapologetically themselves. They are gender fluid, and they hate conforming to those gender norms of just men have to dress in this way and have to act in this way, and women have to dress in this way and act in this way. You know, he is not about that. So I do love that Mars is just unapologetically themselves. I think that that's really cool. But he's returning to this camp because he knows something at this camp is the reason his sister went nuts and tried to kill him and took her own life. And he's not wrong. There is something wrong with the Aspen Conservancy Summer Academy. Something very, very dark and very, very sinister. And I like the plot development. And I do love his connection to the Honey. So the Honeys, they started out as, I guess you could say, like a work study for scholarship students, I guess. It's just like for women only. It's only for women. You were a girl and you wanted to come, here's your work study. You had to tend to the beehives and harvest the honey that they did sell, you know. But now it has taken on the lights of its own. It comes with a lot of prestige being a honey, as they say. I guess you could also like equate them to the plastics, except they're not really mean girls. They're not. They keep to themselves, but there's a reason, because there's something wrong with the honeys. His sister was a honey. But I do like this sense of sisterhood in this sorority. I do like how the girls stick together. There is a lot of unity in girls sticking by one another and not letting anyone else tear them apart. I really, really enjoyed that. I will say, when you get to the lace, you kind of lose me. And if you know what the lace is, they call it the lace. It's very trippy. I like it. I like the ideas behind it when you're exposed to the lace. I love how they're showing the abuse that women are subjected to. You know, they have to do this. They have to entertain these men. They have to marry this person even if they don't love them. They have to fit into certain roles in order to survive. And it's so very unfair as a woman. It's so very unfair. So I do like that Ryan Lasala was able to highlight a lot of that pain and a lot of the unfairness that goes into that. But it was really hard to follow. And that's where my biggest hiccup is. I love the characterization. Again, I do love Mars as a character. I think Mars is just amazing in trying to solve this mystery. And also living in his femininity. He loves being feminine. And I applaud that 100%. And I like how he is breaking away from the norms of conformity of what it means to be a man. You know, I do like that a lot. But following the lace, you know, especially when the pacing increases and increases and increases, it becomes really, really hard to follow. And I kind of got lost a couple times that I'd have to go back and reread pages. And that for me is personally really annoying. I really hate when I have to do that. It was really good. I did get lost in the story, but that wasn't always a good thing because I'd have to go back and reread pages. And I was very, very annoyed by that. I did ultimately love the ending when the girls all band together and say, "We are not your girls," alongside Mars. And they take back their agency and they take back their identity. And I think that that's really empowering. And I really loved the ending. It does kind of leave off on a cliffhanger, kind of, sort of. You're just like, whoa, what's going to happen next? But there is no planned sequel, and that's okay. It's okay for us to close the door on this book. But overall, I mean, I did get lost there a couple times, and that for me is a hindrance. So because of that, I can only give the book 3.5 out of 5 stars. It's just one of my personal pet peeves. I really hate when I have to keep going back to reread pages, because the transitions aren't really smooth and you're jumping from here to there to this to that. I get the ideas behind that. I was able to attach myself to the emotion and the ideals behind the text, but when I was reading the actual story, you know, I did get lost, and that for me is a little bit of a setback. So, again, 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you want to go ahead and purchase the book, I will include links in the description below on where to purchase the book. And on that note, I hope you all will continue to support me here by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with all your book loving friends. You can also become a supporter on Buy Me Coffee, Ko-fi, Patreon, or by purchasing one of my handmade candles. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.